Where oh where is Epic Voice Guy when you need him to help slap down all the pop-ups with a one-liner? Hey, all aboard! It's Kelly Jack. Time for the semi-trans sessions here on my version of How Not to Game. And we've got a bunch of vehicles that came into service and a bunch of vehicles that are discontinued. So that ferry boat that we're running over in the other version has been discontinued. This has been discontinued. The flat nose semi that we avoided is discontinued, but we're using it in some spots, so we're in trouble. And I've got the X2000 series came out, and they're a bunch of nice rail cars. Got three new sets. Delusional Designs expanded its reach. We've got a new incinerator plant over at Rooster's Perch again. They love putting those in on us. And we've gotten industry growth with a gas station near Rendon. So we've got another Rendon gas station we got to take and figure out. And I think that's going to be the one we will deal with first. Because I have a feeling that this is not really new factories, but just work going in. And we've got to start getting workers out to these new plants that we have. So it's going to be an interesting episode. Sorry I got so quiet at the end of the last one. I am severely frustrated with my dispatching skills there at the end. That's what happens when you're on the first pot of coffee. Sorry, the neighbor's dog is going off in the background if you hear it. Neighbor's dog is going off because the Feline Patio Occupational Forces have two members in heat, which means every cat in the bloody township, I think, is here. City, I'm sorry, we're a city now, no longer a township. Anyway, town is still what I call it. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's start with this gas station. So he's coming from Brent's Benzene, so this should be a fairly easy one to hook in. Or will it be? And the reason I say will it be because look at the issue we have. We are indeed beginning to run out of platform space and are going to have to start doubling up some platforms. Doing some choose platforms and things like that so that we can start operating properly. I mean, I might even just cheat, do the fast and dirty trick here. And the worst part is I can't put a platform underneath anymore. Modern platforms no longer allow that. We've hit the era of the tall trains, the double stacked container cars. You require 30 to 35 feet of clearance nowadays for safety. And I think my fastest way to deal with this guy is going to be what I'm about to do. Just launch a line like this. We will yeah, I want to come this way. Get up onto the high plateau. we're going to have to change a setup. Any open platform, boys. And same here. We're just telling him any open platform. Do our acceptance terminal over here. Only needs to be about a 4 long. And we're going to use the cheapest rail system we can. 1109. Yeah, we're just going to put an SD with a bunch of wimpier tank cars behind it. It's the only one on its line, so it's just getting out of everybody else's way that I'm worried about. That will still get us a lot of oil, fuel out there. And we're going to tell it to dispatch out of this guy here. Come to here. 100% load. And this is going to be yep, they're all 4s, except for that one right there. He needs to expand. There we go. So he's going to find himself an open platform to load out in. And we're also going to do something else. You see this exclude from platform choice signal? That's up. We can still dispatch through him, but we can't choose that as our from the choose signal. Prevents a few jam ups that we may have had. And he's already fully loaded and headed over. Wow. Looking good, looking fun. Okay, so we took care of that one. One industry scratched off. Not even 10 minutes in. Let's hold this guy. Let's come back to this. And he added one of the sawmills. Is it a new sawmill? It is a new sawmill. So we need to figure out the sawmills setup. And he's using lone woods and a new timber plant to supply into him. And then we're sending planks over. So we knew we had this set up. Let's go ahead and start with our launch out. We're going to climb up over here, pull down as far as we can to avoid as much of town as we can. Tie in with Lone Woods right here. Just a perfect tie-in spot. We're only going to get him 2. It is a sharp 90-degree turn, but that's because we need to allow pulling field room to grow. So we're going to have our output line and our input line. We're going to run 6 long trains. This is again a transfer yard. And we're going to do this differently. Keep the checkerboard pattern going so that we know this is a goods transfer yard. And we'll need to put 2 plank tracks to start running planks over when the planks come in. Give this a little bit better of a flow here as I begin formalizing the line. For right now, we're just going to do it kind of this way. Actually going to give them a 2-way here and a 2-way here. Dispatch everything as fast as we can. Take out that one. Put in a passing shunt for future needs. Now we can actually take those signals out. Pricey mistake. I know. All right, let's see what we can get set up here. Come on back over to here and get these first 2 trains rolling. Now, this one only handles 12 versus 42. That's why I'm usually not as upset when I do a planker car that it's shorter. The delusional ripsaw planker, and we're going to call that ripsaw. Let's get that set up right now. Fix the Lone Woods sign here. Kind of looking at this from a different angle. Now the logs have to come on the logger train so we can have the full 6 on this. I could go with a shorter one because that's a nice short run, but you know what? I don't feel like running him that often. Take as much as we can, as quick as we can. That's the Lonely Ripsaw Logger. And then we're going to do the same thing for the other new one. And I can't remember, did we get him set up? I thought we did. Or did we? Where is he? There. No, we did not get him set up. So we need to take and do some rail laying. All right, let's lay the rail. And we're going to lay this rail the fastest way we can think of. Go ahead and bring it up to full speed. Because even though it's loggers, these things are capable of faster speed, which means faster turnaround and a slightly higher price. Remember that. Getting this up to snuff will get us maybe a little bit more money. Maybe. I ain't counting on it. No, that's not what I told you to do. Don't you be doing silly stuff like that. All right, we should have this all set up now. Come over here. Lay that double line stretch. Make certain we can get 6. Yep. Speed up the track from the lead position out. As you can see, that's going a lot faster now, especially. Are you running around empty? You're running around empty, aren't you? Why are you losing money? Why aren't you picking up rail? Is he not to the one I thought he was? Did we glitch finally? Have we reached max line glitch? I have run into this before. I brought these over the right way. So why isn't he picking up anything? Let's go into the actual train. That's why. We had a glitch. I added the 100% afterwards. Glitches. Glitches and gremlins. Hey, this is 20 minutes. I've been going long lately, so we're going to take and cut it at the right time. We're actually 21 and a half. I'm Kelly Jack. Have a better day than I'm having. This has been episode 79 in the Devil's Towers Fixit 1969 gameplay that I'm running. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope folks would find it, enjoy it, learn some about the game. I'm going to be doing some more work on this. I'm considering an actual straight up tutorial where I'm going to do an actual tutorial on how things work in the game. And I am considering starting to play around in the studio thing and start making these things look a little bit nicer. Just don't count on seeing my face too often. You might break your computer screen. It's that ugly. Hey, be safe out there.